So you started a company, and that company doing pretty well. You're making moves. You're finding your customers. You're selling your products. Everything's going well. But then you run into a little bit of a money crunch. You need a little bit of capital to help you out. Take your business to the next level. So you need to go pitch your business to different investors. You may even get a chance, an opportunity to get on Shark Tank. So in that pitch, what would you focus on? What are you going to talk about? You just can't talk about business stuff. There's certain things they're looking for. What should you focus on while pitching your company? That's what I'm here to answer for you. Hi there. My name is Michael EJ, bringing you unconventional and thought-provoking ideas in the fields of business, finance, and life. Today, I would like to talk to you about creating a pitch for different investors, specifically for Shark Tank investors. I originally got the idea of going to an entrepreneur event in the area where I live, and these entrepreneurs actually were auditioning to get on Shark Tank, and they were asking me, since I'm in the valuation space, what should they focus on? What should they pitch? What should they say? What should they not say? So gave them some general advice, but I've done a little bit more research. I feel a lot more comfortable talking about that subject, and now I want to present to you 3 ideas to mention in any investor's pitch. Idea number 1, know your audience. I cannot stress to you enough, that's probably the most important idea. Too many times I see on Shark Tank, companies come and they're pitching like they're talking to a bunch of venture capitalists or angel investors. What I mean by this is they're talking about growth potential, revenue, no proven business model. This is how big our industry could be. No. We're not talking about that. That doesn't matter. You see, these Shark Tank investors, they're in the middle. They're called growth equity investors. They're in the middle between venture capitalism and pure leverage buyouts. Now, to give a little bit more color on that, firms in the growth equity space seek minority interest in different companies which they believe are going to take off. And all they need is a little bit of capital infusion. But in taking off, they already have a proven business model, and they've probably already hit max capacity. They already have some revenues, they already have some profitabilities, they already have a lot of cash coming in. They just need a little bit of help to get to the next level, take it up a notch. So those are the investors you're dealing with. And you have to pitch your company in that space. I mean, if you can't talk about growth and revenue, they don't care about revenue. That's not what matters. You need to pitch your company in more of a view of, we're here, or we have somewhat of a proven business model, and we're trying to get here, and your capital will get us there. Which brings me to my second point. Know your competition, both today and potential competition for tomorrow, and how you plan to compete. It's very surprising to me that a lot of these entrepreneurs do not know their competitive landscape. They don't know where they fit. They don't necessarily know why customers will come to them versus anybody else. And from a shark's perspective, this is very crucial. The shark is trying to see where is your competitive advantage, if you have any. That's why they always ask about patents. They always ask about, has this been done before? How easy is this to replicate? They want a competitive advantage. To them it brings safety, less risk. So you need to first search for your competitive advantage in your business, if you have one. That's identifiable. And if you don't, what's one that you want to get in the future and that the sharks can help you get? I mean, though, that's something you need to really focus on. If you don't have a competitive advantage, or you don't know about how to get one, have no idea how to get one, you should not go and pitch your idea to an investor, because you're not ready. You're simply not ready yet. You can be, but you're not ready yet. Investors need to feel like they need to minimize the risk of their investment. It's also why they usually take a higher ownership than the value you bring to them. You say your company's worth X, they're like, no, your company's worth Y, which is below X. Because they need to compensate for risk when they see it, even though the opportunity may be there. Which leads to my third and final point. No key valuation principles and how it applies to your company. This is the biggest problem on Shark Tank that I see. Entrepreneurs come in, their company's worth X million, Y million. No, you're not. You're not worth that much. And you're not proving it. You're not doing your best to prove it. I mean, come on. You and I both know. We've watched the show and like there's no way they're worth that much. They're worth $1 million, maybe $250,000. They're not worth $1 million. And that's the problem. And it's not necessarily that you're worth it, because valuation, it's both art and science. It's in the eyes of the beholder. But you have to prove it. You need to prove how you're worth that. And that's where you could sell a higher valuation if you know what to talk about. Look, the value of a company is connected to three main tenets: cash flows, growth, risk. More specifically, how much cash are you generating today? How do you expect to grow that cash for tomorrow? And with that growth, how much risk is associated with it? That's it. It's all based on those three principles. And if you know how to create a pitch around those three principles, then you can prove any valuation. Not any valuation, but probably the number you're thinking in your head for your company, or at least get close to it. In a pitch, in particular, you need to talk about growth in cash flows and profits, not revenue. Revenue, I won't say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter as much as you think. The real way to increase the value of a company is to either increase cash flow or decrease risk. Like I mentioned before, if a shark sees the opportunity, but they're unsure if you have what it takes to get it there, they'll ask for a higher equity stake, and which will bring down the value of your company. So you need to think in that perspective. How will their capital, how will their funds help minimize the risk of your company, or how will it increase the growth in cash versus what you're doing today? And if you already have a fair amount of cash, if you're already profitable, that just helps you even more. So if you can figure that part out before going to the Shark Tank, to the tank, yes, you're good. You will be alright. You will get the valuation you want. So key takeaway here. 3 principles when creating an investor's pitch, or if you make it to Shark Tank. Know your audience. Know how your company is positioned against the industry and other competitors. And know how to apply the 3 key valuation principles to your company. I'll actually talk more about these 3 key principles for valuation in a LinkedIn article I will link in the description below. So you get more of an understanding of how they all fit together. So that's it. If you have any other ideas, any interesting things dealing with finance, business, life, let me know. List in the comment section. We'll get to tackling them together. I'll give another video, and it's all in perspective. It's all about perspective. You need to look at who you're talking to, know what they like, know what they don't like, and to be honest, you need to see if it fits what you want. I mean, like I mentioned before, if you're a very early stage company, then you might not need a shark. You might need an angel. And if you're an older company, maybe you need new management and you need a private equity firm. You might not need a shark. Just some things to think about. Till the next time.